Clear the air about the whole street queen, pavement princess type of ordeal for trucks like these, and exactly why a lot of people just don't take them off-road. If you all watched the last video I shot, I took this off-road, and so did my cousin with his extremely clean 6.0 for being a 2005. But there's a few comments in there saying, oh, we didn't really take it anywhere crazy, it's just a few little mud holes. Well, at the same point in time, this was originally over a $70,000 truck, so I'm a little timid with trying to take it off-road anywhere crazy, especially being that these tires do have 45,000 miles on them, so they're getting to the end of their life, and I really hate to get this thing stuck and try to see if Zach on his street tires can pull it out. So I'll go ahead and show you some reasons why a lot of people don't take their trucks off-road. Taking off-road, my Recon headlights got ruined, which granted, I could take these apart and everything, clean them out, reseal them, but it's a lot of work, and plus, these ones are getting a little old, they're all faded and everything, so it was more or less an excuse for me to buy the headlights I really wanted. Which, here's the new headlights. I'm a big fan of them, not a whole lot of people have them, while a lot of people actually do have the Recons, so I like them. All this lights up, you know, looks kind of like Tron to a certain extent. But as you can see, I'm about to clean the engine bay, and this is after I've already spent $15 at a car wash spraying off the whole truck underneath, trying to get all the cracks and everything, so it's a lot easier to be able to do it at the house. But along with that, your aftermarket wheels are extremely hard to ever keep clean. So you have to hand wash these to make them look good at all. But then the whole underneath of the truck is still covered, which I need to go buy a pressure washer so I don't have to go spend so much money at the car wash. But once again, this is after I've already spent 15 bucks at a car wash. So the truck is still absolutely filthy. And I've already spent, with that 15 bucks, I got about 20-30 minutes at the car wash. And all I really was able to get was the exterior of the truck, nothing underneath or anything. This was a good example of how hard they are to keep clean. You actually have to get in there and hand wash every bit of it. This side doesn't look nearly as bad, but it's still going to take me another half hour, 45 minutes of actually getting up underneath the truck to clean it. Alright guys, right now it is 6:10, so I'm just going to give you a little example of about how long it actually does take. I said 30 to 40 minutes probably underneath to actually scrub everything down. Then, you know, you got the actual exterior of the truck, but everything just to get back to where it at least was before I took it off-road. And it's a great reason for why you don't see many guys that put a lot of money into their any type of 4x4, their trucks, Jeeps, anything really. Why a lot of them just keep it on the asphalt, because it is a lot of effort to actually get it back to where it was. All I'm using for the engine bay, which I've seen a lot of people do, just a tire brush so you can scrub it all. Another big problem about cleaning your bigger trucks and everything, I'm only 5'9", so it's an awful lot climbing around. Alright guys, so before everyone starts commenting saying that I did a horrible job, right now I'm just trying to give the time frame of a quick but thorough cleaning. So it's not going to be show car quality by any means right now. I'll go back and do that later. I don't need to waste your all's time doing the really tedious cleaning. But that was just a quick 5 to 10 minute engine bay scrub. So now to finish the exterior of the truck, then we'll go underneath. Alright guys, it is now 7:10, so exactly 1 hour later, this is what we got. I already showed you the engine bay, so you know it's a little cleaner, not spotless by any means, but this is a full hour later and I didn't take my time. I went pretty quick and there's still a lot more clean to go. And for when I cleaned in here and showed that, this is actually the only part of the frame and everything that I got. I still have to do the axles and everything. Which I'm gonna have to break down and get a pressure washer because that's way too much to be able to get all this by scrubbing. I'd just rather bite the bullet, pay the $200 for a pressure washer, and cut the time down to a third as long. But now it's time to move over to the Jeep. Obviously it's the exact same process. It wouldn't take nearly as long to clean as the F-350. It's a lot smaller, but just another problem with taking our nicer vehicles off-road. And the expense of the vehicles already costs a lot. It's a big monthly payment for the Jeep, at least, because we finally paid off the truck. But for the Jeep, we took it to the exact same spot. If you watched the last video, the exact same spot, so it wasn't anything crazy. I took our daughter, so I obviously wasn't going to do anything too drastic. So here's the problem with the Jeep. I did have to break down and go buy a pressure washer because it was absolutely ridiculous trying to clean the underneath of that truck with just a water hose and a scrub brush. So I had to spend the extra $300 on a fairly nice pressure washer. But just another example of why most of these vehicles don't go off-road after people put all the money into them. It's only about a $100 fix, but we did lose a fender whenever I hit a puddle going a little too fast. Mud flew up, knocked the fender off, and didn't realize it till we was already off the trail and on the way home. So I went ahead and I just bought brand new fenders since this channel is all about building these two vehicles bigger and better. So I went ahead and bought the fenders that the wife wanted. The next vlog should be the actual fenders and putting them on and everything, the install. The little four-wheeling trips that we took the two vehicles on this past week actually ended up costing me about $1,600. $300 for that, the fuel, the car washes, and then $1,250 for those fenders after shipping and everything. So it can be an expensive hobby. That's why you see most of them stay on the asphalt. But I hope that explains why you typically don't see this guy off-road. You will keep seeing it off-road, just not nearly as much as the Jeep, because the Jeep is actually made for it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Saw it for the first time, please subscribe. You guys have a great day.